G'day, I'm Marcus. I'm Aaron. And we're the coordinators of the Upper Creek Bushcare project. And we're about to take you on a tour of our lovely site. Come join us. Right, this is section 1. We started in June 2000. We started planting out with about 200 trees at the start with a bit of help from the community. We started by getting an auger, digging all the holes for us. And this is the selective species we have here. As you can see here, we have the native cabbage palm. Grows into a lovely, tall, rounded palm. A local common creekside tree is the Acmana smithii, the lily pilly. Very common, fruits are edible. You'll see them popping up in people's gardens quite commonly. And one of the giants of the rainforest, the beautiful Moreton Bay fig. This is going to take over probably, it'll take 100% of this canopy. It'll be a big spread out tree, 40 foot tall by about 60 metre spread, 60 foot spreads. This here is Dendrocnide excelsa, the giant stinging tree. It's a very tall stinging tree. It has very large leaves. These leaves actually become quite larger, and if you touch these leaves, it packs quite a sting. Now this tree was grown especially for myself. I took it from a cutting from the local hill up Mount Brown here, and yeah, Mount Brown is where we got our plant list for all our plants here, because we had no plants left here that we could get a list from, so we had to go to the nearest place where the creek started. Hopefully, we were hoping that there was going to be species there still to give us an idea, and we were lucky enough to have that. We got quite an extensive list, and we've worked from that, and we've planted it out. Here we do have, this is a totally re-veg area that you've seen so far, and if you do look across the creek, this is what we're trying to do. This is a regen area where we won't be going through and planting any trees. It's just, as you see, and they'll seed for themselves. We'll probably just do a bit of micro weeding, removing small weeds like wandering dew and other things like that. Alphatonia excelsa, the red apple. Back here. Myopora acuminatum, mangrove guviala. Juvenile Eucalyptus tereticornis. Ficus rubiginosa, the Port Jackson fig. And this one is Raponia howidiana, muttonwood. It's a good indicator of moist rainforest conditions returning to the site. Pittosporum undulatum, quite a common tree, very common. Every day, every person in their life will one day have a sweet pittosporum in their backyard. Here we have our two most common species for our bushcare area. They're both pioneer plants. Here we have Acacia mearnsii and Casuarina glauca. Black wattle. And it's also known as the she oak. Bit of cheesy in there. Pittosporum revolutum and Bophidium ferdinandi, the cheese tree. None of these trees were planted. This is a good sign of regeneration. The bush is coming back. Parsonsia straminia, also known as the common silk pod. Acacia binivata, a less common acacia in our site here. The other side of the creek is what this site originally looked like. We had some assistance from council with heavy machinery, and they cleared out the area, and here we are. This is predominantly a eucalypt planting. There's the odd rainforest species through there that are getting protected by our eucalypts, and they were all planted in October 2000. Acacia falcata. Plantinella australis, black apple. It does get a big black apple. It's quite edible, reasonably nice. Strobilus brunonianus, the whalebone tree, the timber of this tree is, or was commonly used for making axe handles.
This is the second section of the Wollongong City Council Upper Brooks Creek Bushcare program.
Planning commenced in March of 2001 in this section. As you can see, we've got quite good growth out of it.
Eucalyptus eugeneoides.
Melaleucas diphelioides.
Eucalyptus botryoides, the southern mahogany.
Physidium australe, the pink lily pillar. The fruits of this tree are very edible and quite nice indeed.
Ficus microphylla, var microphylla, the Moreton Bay fig. And here we have the fruit of the Moreton Bay fig.
This is the end of where our plantings have taken us, but it definitely is not the end of the work.
These trees were planted in November 2001, and that took us up to around 3,000 trees planted at that stage from our starting point at June 2000. And as you can see, they're doing quite well for how little time they've been in. And thank you for listening.
Thank you.